Is your bed calling your name louder than the most popular nightclub downtown? Instead of seeing this as missing out, what if we viewed your preference for staying in as a sophisticated form of self-preservation? You aren't avoiding life. You are curating a sanctuary where your mental battery can finally reach 100%. Science suggests that for many, solitude isn't lonely. It is a high-performance fuel for creativity and deep focus that the outside world often fails to understand. If you've ever chosen a cozy blanket over a crowded room, you're about to feel very seen. Please hit like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Let's dive into the fascinating science behind why your couch is actually the best place for your brain to thrive. Imagine it is Saturday night. Outside, the streets are glowing with neon lights, the music is thumping, and people are rushing toward the next big thrill, but you are curled up on your sofa with a warm cup of tea. You hear the ping of a notification, another invitation, and your mind immediately begins racing to find a polite excuse to decline. Do you feel guilty? Perhaps a little. But the wave of relief that washes over you when you realize you can stay in your own space is far more powerful. In reality, your brain is operating on a specific mechanism that psychologists call the optimal arousal theory. Think of your nervous system as a glass of water. For extroverts, their glass is often half empty, so they seek out noise and crowds to fill it up. But for you, that glass is already filled to the brim. Even a small amount of forced small talk or social chaos causes the water to overflow, leading to instant mental exhaustion. Home is not just an address. It is the only charger that is truly compatible with your unique operating system. Your love for home also stems from a deep-seated need to control your environment. The outside world is an unscripted play with no director. There are loud sirens, unpredictable strangers, and draining social obligations that force your mind into overdrive just to keep up. At home, however, you are the master of the lighting, the volume, and the temperature. This predictability isn't a luxury, it is a survival strategy for sensitive souls. For you, having control over your sensory input allows your brain to shift from defense mode into a state of genuine rest. But we should be honest with ourselves for a moment. Do you stay home because it fills you up? Or because leaving feels too heavy to bear? There's a very thin line between the peace of a self-aware individual and the avoidance of a wounded heart. If your home is where you create, read, or simply enjoy the stillness, it is a sanctuary. But if it becomes a place where you hide from responsibilities or social anxiety, it might be turning into a beautiful cage. Being a homebody doesn't mean you are standing still while life passes you by. On the contrary, it is often in these hours of solitude that your creativity reaches its peak. The best ideas rarely happen during a loud toast at a bar. They sprout when you are sitting alone at 2 in the morning, watching the moonlight hit the floor. You don't lack social skills. You simply prioritize depth over noise and authenticity over performance. Now, let's look at how this internal strength shapes the way you handle the people in your life. Today's journey has decoded why loving your home is a valuable psychological trait rather than a system error, as society often suggests. You are not broken, you are not wrong, and you are certainly not failing to live your best life. This preference for stillness is a neurological gift that allows you to process the world at a much deeper level than most. From now on, shift your perspective from hiding to actively choosing, the sanctuary where you can truly recalibrate. You possess a brilliant inner world, and you have every right to decide exactly when you are ready to share it with the world outside. If you found this explanation helpful, you might find our deep dive into the minds of those who choose to step away from their social circles entirely even more eye-opening. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. It reveals patterns most people never notice. After that, the next video dives even deeper into the psychology of people who genuinely enjoy being alone. And it might explain more about you than you expect.